Welcome everybody. We are live. Hold on, I need to adjust my camera. Hold on. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Let me shut the door. Hold on. Alrighty. I think we're set up now. I am Kimmy Coldfront. This is Whether You Like It or Not with Kimmy Coldfront. We're going to be going over the severe weather today, so let's just dive right into it. I'm going to change my radar here, and we're going to go to, we have a tornado warning in Kansas, so we're going to start there. All right, so this is a radar indicated with 2-inch hail. Let's see what this one says. Finney County and Hodgman County in southwestern Kansas. This is capable of producing a tornado and hail up to 2 inches in diameter. So that is what you want to be careful for. This is right here. It's crossing into Ravenna right now, and it's going to go, it's just scooting right along Highway 156. There's not a lot of towns in here. This is pretty rural. So just wanted you to be aware of that. We have a lot of severe thunderstorm warnings. So we're just going to go to the whole radar and check that. And then we'll go back and check velocity on that storm. So this is all the United States. So obviously you can see it's very clear we have a line of storms stretching from Canada down Minneapolis all the way down to this very southwestern part of Kansas. Also, we have this here, so these might be forming up. We also have a snow issue going up here in Montana and Wyoming. I saw pictures of snow on the ground there, which is like 2 days before the first day of summer. And then we have this little disturbance down here, this little tropical area right here. And this is all these tropical storm warnings. So all along here we have tropical storm warnings. This goes from the Matamoros, Mexico, Brownsville, all the way through the whole Galveston area, Corpus Christi of Texas. So that's for this storm. Let's see what this thing's doing. Very slow moving, but it's going to come on shore, so we're going to see a lot of rain there. All right, so let's see what we have here. I apologize for not being on earlier. I do have other job, so I was working. I wasn't planning on working today, but I got called in, which is great because I love working where I work, but I also love doing this too, so I rushed right home, threw on the shirt, grabbed a soda, and I'm getting down to it. So we also need to be watching. I'm going to change over to single site radar, and these storms in Kansas are pretty crazy looking. So let's go to the Dodge City radar. Whoops. So we have this line going from basically the Kansas border right in the very, just way down here from just west or east of Elkhart down by Hugoton. And these are just going all the way up, just all the way up 56. And then they go up to Garden City, to Hayes, and there's a little bit forming back here by Plainville, and then they're going all the way up through Nebraska and all the way up to Minnesota. So we're going to focus on these though because that's where we have a tornado warning. These are lightning producers. Let's see what we got. Let's see the 3D mode on this thing. All right, so let's check velocity on this tornadic storm. Yeah, so you can see right here. Right there, you have the winds going towards the radar and away from the radar, and when they meet up, that is where you're going to have your circulation. Right here. We're going to stop it right here. We're going to change to base velocity. Right in this area right here. Where there's not a lot of people living, but there are people living out there. Let's check. I got this hail core picking up a little bit here. It's very windy there. I'm watching some other shots of this storm that I can't broadcast, but it's pretty dang windy there. So, right around here. This is heading, Calvesta, you're not in the warning. You're just right outside the warning, but you're going to get hit with some of this stuff too, so be careful. But where the rotation is right here, you can see. Right here. And you can see this is starting to wrap up like back into this right here. So watch out in those areas. I would be watching out right here. Spread this out a little bit so we can see these storms. Up here by Hayes in Ellis County along I-70, I wouldn't be driving on that because we've got some spiked hail cores right there, 3.2 inches. Let's look at 3D. Yeah, look at that hail. Looks like it's dying out a little bit, but it's gonna come back. It's just cycling out. So, trying to see where this storm chaser is. I wish I could show you guys storm chasers. All right, but I can't. Not yet, but eventually I will. We're working on that right now, actually. So again, this is a radar indicated tornado warning, expires in 25 minutes. So this is a slow moving storm. Let's see if I can see how fast it's moving. "15 miles an hour, so it's very slow moving. Obviously, you can see that. So let's just see what all the watches we have are right now. In the U.S., we have thunderstorm watch right here. And this is large hail, damaging winds, and some landspout tornadoes. This is probably the most area where we're going to see tornadoes today. If we see any, actual tornadoes. I feel like that this is the area that we're going to be watching most of all. It's this area right here. I'm going to draw a little, this area right, and as these go on, we'll see what these things do. If you guys have a chance to check out some storm chasers, check these out because they're pretty cool. All right, we have a new thunderstorm warning. This is just an extension of this one that's going down I-70 into Ellis County, right into Hayes and Victoria. So this is not a tornado possible or anything. This is just a thunderstorm warning. So we're going to see how that's looking. But again, we're going to keep our eye on this we're just going to keep our eye on this whole line of storms here moving through. And we have other warnings up here. We have some warnings up in Canada, but I'm not going to cover those. Let's see what the whole shebang looks like. All right. So there kind of gave you a brief, whoops. There's this little storm down here. This little guy, this little lone started by Fort Stockton, Texas on Highway 10, Interstate 10. This is for 1 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, and this thing is just literally sitting there. Watch this. It hasn't moved. It just changes shapes, but it's still staying in the same area. South of 10 by Fort Stockton. But it's not, you're at Fort Stockton, you're not in the warning. And there's really no towns that I can see that's in this warning. I'm trying to see any markings at all. It is going south of 10, so, but it's just sitting there. It's a slow mover. Just dumping rain. And of course we have this stuff down here. All this rain coming in, all these flood warnings we have, or tropical storm warnings. Sorry about that, not flood warning. Tropical storm warnings for this thing coming on in. And then we have, of course, these ones in Kansas going up in from down by Liberal and Ulysses in Kansas, all the way stretching from a straight line, a curved or a warp line, all the way up to Sioux City, Iowa. And then we have this other bunch of storms right here. And mostly these are affecting Canada. So right here, there's just a flash flood possible, mesoscale decession. So really not too much happening. What's right here? Flash flooding possible. There's a thunderstorm by just east of Cleveland too, this little bitty guy. So that one doesn't look too significant. Yeah, 0 inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind. That's not anything too strong. So we're going to focus ourselves down in this Kansas area, and we'll see what happens. There's a thunderstorm warning over here heading into, this is Nebraska. So this is going into McCool Junction, Exeter, Geneva. York, you're getting rain, but you're not in the warning box, and that's just south of I-80 in Nebraska. So we're going to focus our attention, though, to these storms in western Kansas, because this is where we're going to have some of the most severe weather, I believe. Let's pull up that Dodge City radar. All right, let's see what this thing's doing right here. I would say that this area right here, this out of the warning box, might be a little area of suspicion. Let's see what the velocity says. Man, it is a little, I mean, this whole thing, for one, is crazy, but this particular area right here, what other colors can I use? You can kind of see that better. I like the blue. We just got to look at that right there, right here. It's still radar indicated, it says, so we'll see. All right, so we have a new thunderstorm warning right here. And this is in Kansas. This is a tornado possible. Quarter-size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds in Finney, Gray, and Haskell counties in Kansas. So tornado possible on this tag. And I would say you need to watch righty about here. That little area right there. Let's see what velocity's doing on that. And that little notch right there, just east of 83. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Let's see what this storm's doing. going to draw a little spot right there. A little spot right there. I'm going to put my fingers there, and I'm going to X out of here and go to the reflectivity. I'm going to draw my circles again, right there and right there, and then we're going to see how close I am to being right. Huh? I believe one was right there, and one was right there. And see, we got 2 notches right here forming. So this is just a thunderstorm warning, but it's tornado possible, so watch out on that storm. And that storm is heading into a lot of rural areas, but there's a lot of people that live out here. Still farmers live out here. Now this one's peaking pretty high right there with the hail core. The only town I can see in this is Pierceville. Charleston, you're probably going to be put in it. Pierceville along Highway 50 is a very tiny little town, by the way, is a blip. But even though there aren't towns out here, this is farmland out here. So there are people that live out here. There are farmers that live out here. So we're going to check that. Let's check this tornado warning because this thing is still trucking and it's still barely moving. So we're going to see what velocity does on this. Right there. That's what I would say. We'll see if we can get a new scan in on this one. I think the camera got moved, and now I feel like I'm not looking at you because I'm looking at my screen, and the camera's way up here, so I might have to fix that. We'll see. All right, we're talking, I would say, man, this thing's just barely moving. This area right here is where you need to watch out for. Let's see what our new warning is. All right, we have another new warning in Kansas, and this is going to be in Rooks and Phillips County. And this thing, well, you might be able to hear the thunder where I am too, because where I am, it has been storming off and on today. So hopefully we don't lose power, but all right, this warning is for Logan, Speed, Phillipsburg, Prairie View, Long Island, and this is going right up to the Nebraska border. Eventually, this is going to go into Nebraska probably by Harlan County Lake. So if you know anybody that's out here in this gigantic lake out here in Nebraska, you might let them know that there's some storms coming. There's a blip that's kind of fading, but there's this big dog down here that's moving right up into Phillipsburg area. There's also some storms just south of Lebanon and east of Smith Center crossing 36, but those are not severe. So if you can see, there's the little teeny tiny town of Lebanon right there. Little teeny town. Right on 281. Look at this big storm coming. And it's not even severe, like, and I already had one go through, this one that's going into by Esbon and Burr Oak. So that's the new thunderstorm warning in Kansas. So now we're going to focus still on this tornado warning. All right, they've narrowed the box down on this thing a little bit, but this hail core is really popping up. And let's see what velocity says. Oh, because I'm not in the right radar. Let me get in the Dodge City radar. That would help. Right anywhere along this area. Just going right along 156. I would watch out for this notch right here. But also be watching right. All right, let's see what does the velocity look like? Right down here. Right in the corner of this warning box, I'd be watching out. If you live out in this rural area along 156. East of Calvesta. And it looks like it's going to ramp up pretty good right there. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be right back. All right, I am back, but I am not going to put the camera on for just a minute because I am eating. So I will eat and do this. We're going to check the tornado warnings we have right now because I think they let this one expire. We have a new tornado warning in Minnesota. So we'll be focusing in on that one. All right, this is a radar indicated for St. Louis County in northeastern Minnesota. So this is a capable of producing our tornado 7 miles east of Toivola or 19 miles southeast of Hibbing, moving east at 30. So watch out for this tornado warning right here. Please be in your lowest shelter that you can be in, the middle of your room if you can't be underground. And I'm going to eat a little bit of my enchilada here. All right, we have a new warning. See where this one is? All right, this is down here in Kansas. This is a thunderstorm warning. And this will be for Ford County. Let's see. Ford County, Finney County, Hodgman County, Gray County, and Haskell County, all in Kansas. This is a considerable one because the winds are 70 miles an hour with this one coming in. So right here, watch out. If you're in Montezuma, Ensign, Cimarron, Ingalls, Jetmore, you're not in it, but you will probably be in one soon. Dodge City, same thing. You're not in it, but you probably will be soon. But we are going to focus on the tornado warning that we have. So we're going to focus on this tornado warning. And I'm going to take a bite, so I'll be right back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. This is Kimmy Coldfront. This is Whether You Like Or Not with Kimmy Coldfront. I cover severe weather coverage, and right now we are looking at this storm we got the line of storms in Kansas. just realized I had the mute button on this whole entire time. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's professional. Welcome back. But I was getting ready to take a little breaky, so I will be right back. I'm back with sound this time. Welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe. I'm Kimmy Coldfront, and I'm here to bring you the weather, covering severe weather. Right now we have one tornado warning in Minnesota, but it looks like it's kind of dying out. But we have these line of storms here in Kansas that are starting to spin up a little bit, and we just have a new warning. So where's that one? Up here by Omaha, Nebraska. Where's this one at? All right. Let's get this radar on. This is a thunderstorm warning. Lancaster, Seward, Butler, and Saunders County in Nebraska. So watch out for this severe thunderstorm warning. Wahoo, Valparaiso, Malcolm, Lincoln, Waverly, Ashland are in the line of this storm right now. So watch out for that. All right. So we have, this is still observed, but I'm saying I don't see like this as much of anything, too much anymore. Let's see. It's kind of getting cut off by the other storm here. Let's see what velocity says. There could be a little spin up here, but I don't see too much into that one. So we have these thunderstorm warnings in Kansas. And these might have some little spins in them, though. All right, let's look at this a little closer. I'm going to stop this. I would say right here, right here, you could have something spinning up. So I'm going to put my fingers there, do this, switch to the other radar, draw my circles and see if I'm right. This is kind of how I teach myself too, what I'm looking at. All right. Right here and right here. So watch out in those areas because, all right, let's see what the newest thing was here. All right, so they extended this. No, this is the same one. I don't know what that was. Well, anyway. We have this storm right here also going up in Nebraska. So this is leaving Kansas. It's almost in Alma. Right on top of Harlan County Lake. Look at the hail thing on this one. Boop, boop, boop. That's a lot of hail. Alma, Orleans, Harlan County Lake, Huntley. In Nebraska, you're under this thunderstorm warning. But I'm thinking, let's see what's going on down here. These are getting bigger, more intensifying. Let's see. What reflectivity? Dodge City radar. Let's switch to that and see. See if we see any spins. Maybe something right here. Let's see. Ooh, what's happening right here? Oh, what do we got right here? What do we got right here? Right there. Right there. If you're along Highway 50 in between Cimarron and Dodge City, also down 23 between Cimarron and Haggard, I would be watching out for this storm. And I'm watching a storm chaser, and these could have some spin-ups on them for sure. But let's see what velocity is saying again. Ooh. We got quite the little spin-up right here. And right here. All right, let's see what this is. There it is. All right. This is a new thunderstorm warning with tornado possible for Ford, Seward, Meade, Stevens, Gray, Clark, and Haskell counties in Kansas. Again, thunderstorm warning, tornado possible tag on it. And let's look at this one. These are those ones that are starting to grow south of there and moving northeast. Slowly. Slowly northeast is the key. All right, so let's look at some of the reflectivity on these, see if we can see anything. Spinny, spin, spin. Maybe a little something right here. Watch this. Oop. Let's look at that a little closer. Right here. Watch. Look at that. Right there. All right. That's something to be watching. And what else? These ones up by Cimarron we were watching earlier. Maybe something right here. That's on. Just crossed over 23, heading towards Enzyme. All right, let's see what that was. All right, that's for this storm in Nebraska. And these are outflow dominant, so these aren't really going to be like super concerning. Where's the radar for that? So we have that one, and then what else did we just get? Up here in Minnesota. This is tornado possible. Oh, I thought it was going to say that because look at that. All right, this is by Albany, Freeport, Melrose in Minnesota, right here. Just to see what that looks like real quick. Right there. So watch out for that. We have no tornado warnings right now, which is great. Let's check these storms back down here in Kansas. We'll take a look at each one piece by piece. Because right, tail end Charlie they call these. A little something right there probably. Not like a tornado, but it is wrapping up there, so watch out. And this, I believe, is tornado possible, so do watch out. And we're going to look over here in this section right here. Maybe something right there, a little bit to watch for. Boy, you can just see this bill. Look at this wrap up. Classic. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like a little hurricane. Boom, boom, boom. Wrapping up. Let's see what that looks like on the radar right here. It's one down here by start down here again. Maybe this area right here. Right here maybe. Some rotation there. Right here. Right here. All right, let's change it. So I'm watching this on a storm chaser who is near here. Looking at this part of the storm, and it's a big one. It's a big one. That's what she said. All right, I'm going to take a little break. I'll be back in just a moment. excuse me, sneezed and got a warning at the same time. All right, where's this new warning at? For this line of storms up here in Nebraska. Let's get the Hastings radar on. And this slow mover. Look at this. So this thing is moving so slow. Eventually, it's going to be in Minden. Eventually. This is going to take a half hour. It's moving, I bet you it's moving like 15. This is for Franklin, Phelps, Kearney, and Harlan counties in Nebraska. Let's see. So sorry. Sorry about that. This thing is moving at 45, which is surprising me. Earlier it was moving very slow. But this is crossing Harlan County Lake right now. And it's going up towards Hildreth, Minden. But Minden is going to be, you know, half an hour or so. So watch out for that. These storms down here in Kansas, though. All right, so we have this thunderstorm warning that popped up. This is considerable. 70-mile-an-hour winds. So this is going to be windy Lincoln and Russell counties. So if you know anybody on Lake Wilson, they got to know the storm is a-coming because it's right on top of Lake Wilson right now. And I know a lot of people camp there in the summer, so watch out. Bunker Hill, Dorrance along I-70, Sylvan Grove, Lucas, Garden of Eden, watch out. Vesper, those kind of places. All right, we have another new warning. This is for... Where is this for? Oh, over here back in Pennsylvania. And this is, wow, 2-inch hail. This is considerable lime-size hail for Warren County in north central Pennsylvania. So this is going to be near Tionesta, Marionville, moving northeast at 15 miles an hour. So these are slow movers, and look at that. There they are, this one right here. So these are strong little storms. Sheffield, Cherry Grove, Ludlow, Clarendon, Todoit. I don't know how to say that one. I'm sorry. Torpedo. Watch out for those storms. Let's see. Let's go check out these storms down here in Kansas now. They still have stayed out of Oklahoma. They're just riding this Kansas line, though, man. Nothing's popping up in Oklahoma as of yet. So there's a line of storms. We have these ones stretching down like Liberal. I don't even think you're going to get anything, but you might get wildfires with these lightnings flashing out here in front of you. So be careful and watch out for that. It's very dry out there. And if you just cut wheat, it's just dry stubble. All right, so Sublette, this area. I am watching some storm chasers, and these are, let's see, this guy's by Liberal. Let's see. He's looking at this storm down here. And this is tornado possible. Let's see what velocity's doing. Because I'm watching this thing, and it's a spinner. Let's see. It could be doing something right here. So if this does continue to go down a little farther, Liberal might watch out for this. I mean, you are in the warning. Because this is continuing to grow back here. Every 5 minutes there's a new storm popping up, which is crazy. But they're just not, like that one clip, look at that, just barely clipped Oklahoma for a second. Boom, boom, boom. That's it, sprinkled, and then it explodes. Like there's a line right there. It's weird. And then these go into Copeland, Montezuma, Ensign, and these are, how fast are these? No, it's this new one. All right, we have a new warning. All right, these are for these ones. All right, this one was looking a little weird earlier. Let's see, let's check this one out. In Iowa. Let's see what radar. There's Sioux Falls radar. All right, so this is a thunderstorm warning in Iowa. For 1 inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. Crossing Highway 29 by Vermilion, Emmett, Bursford. So y'all up there in Iowa, watch out for that one. But the most interesting storms are these down here. These are all from the Kansas-Oklahoma border. By Rolla, just in a line from Hugoton to Moscow, Satanta, Sublette, Copeland, Montezuma, Enzyme, Dodge City, Cimarron, Jetmore, Hanston, Burdett, Roselle, Bazine, Alexander, McCracken, Liebenthal, Shinshin, Victoria, Gorham, Russell, all the way up to Lake Wilson, Lucas and Luray, Paradise, and then all the way up to Beloit, Mankato. Like, these are just stretching the whole top to bottom span of Kansas, just moving east. It's crazy. Like, that's exactly where the storms are, right in between the borders. Interesting. Take a closer look at these storms, see what these are doing down here. All right, looks like we're going to have a little right here maybe. Right here. Oh, what's going on right there? Right by 83. All right, let's see what that is. Hold on. Right here. Yep. Right here too, maybe. These things aren't getting any weaker, that's for sure. Right here. That could have been right here, this thing right here. Between 51 and 83. North Liberal, I would be on your lookout for this, because this is tornado possible, and that's wrapping up a little bit, it looks like. Now let's go up here. A little something southeast of Copeland. It's looking like it's spinning a little bit. This thing right here, looking crazy still. This is by Enzyme. See that thing, boy. Right here, between Cimarron and Enzyme. So we'll see what that one does. And then we have these up here. What are these doing on velocity? Is there something between 156 and 283? Let's see, by Jetmore. There could be. These are tornado possible, so there could be spin-up tornadoes all along here. That's what I'm saying. Right here, maybe. Right here. All right, crossing 83. Man, there's, see that hook right there? Right there. North of Liberal on Highway 83. There's something spinning up there. watch right here. So, boy, these storm chasers do get some amazing shots. I wish I could show them. We are working on that, though. But, man, they're getting some crazy shots of these storms down down by Liberal. I'm starting to get tired, you can tell. Wow. Right there. This is going the opposite way. So, look. It looks like to me like it should be going like this, right? Right. Look, it was over here. Now it's going this way. It's going backwards. Anticyclonic. I wonder if I'm right. Look. Let's see what that new warning is. There it is. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two. All right. This is a new. Wow, look at this little blip. That's a blipola. All right, this is a thunderstorm warning with 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds for Wyoming County, Cattaraugus County, Erie County, and Allegheny County in New York. Look at this little thing. But they have this all for this whole area here. From Sardinia, Arcade, Freedom, Farmersville, Franklinville, Ellicottville, Ashford. Watch out for this storm. All right, what's the next new warning we have? Right here. And let's do the Pittsburgh radar. Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh. All right. All right, this is also 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds. For this storm right here, that's going up towards Highway 79, Fairview, Mercer, Shickleyville, Salem, and that's in Pennsylvania. All right, let's check out these storms now. We're going to use the Dodge City radar. Just look at that. They still have not crossed into Oklahoma. There's some kind of barrier. But there's popping up. Look, watch this. How many of these pop up? Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back. This is interesting. It's just like little bubbles that just are forming this long, long, long line. Let's go back 21 frames. What time does that take us back to? See, look at this bubble. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go back even more frames. Let's go back 50 frames. You can really see these things pop up. Watch. This is like at 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, 5:30. Boom, 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 boom. Isn't that interesting? Oh, we'll go back to 7 frames now. All right. So that's just interesting to me. These little ones just keep popping up, but they're not getting into Oklahoma. No, they're not. They're staying right here by Elkhart. Hasn't got a drop of rain. And just watch these little storms. They can just keep seeing and watching them going right up 56 between Rolla and all the way up to the Kansas-Nebraska border. But if you're in Elkhart, you're just going to be sitting there watching these storms because you can see them from far, far away. Just over and over again. Hello.
Hello, Kim. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am good. You got a few tornadoes popping up, huh?
No, not. Well, we had a tornado warning earlier. Right now, they're just tornado possible, but I see some little areas right here, down in this little part of Kansas, right here. Now let's put on velocity to see. Right here.
All right. Well, it seems like you got everything on taken care of.
Yeah. And then right here, some more rotation it looks like. Now let's see what's going on right here. This,
Well, I'm
ooh.
going to go cook my pizza, Kim. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I love you. Right here. These are big storms too. If you're seeing these from far away, these are like motherships coming at you. And if you've never storm chased or seen a storm in Kansas, there's nothing like it because that's where I grew up. So I know this. It's flat, right? You can see for miles and miles and miles and miles of a storm. So you could see how big these are, right? So I grew up in this area right here, right? And when it's this time of the year, like you could be right now, you could be like right here in this area, right? Anywhere in this county, Barton County, or down here by St. John, anywhere in Larned, and you can see these things, right? And it just looks like a gigantic, because you can see, if you're here, let's say, you can see these storms when they're clear out here in like Dodge City. Like you can see them on the horizon. So you see these big motherships just growing and growing, and they do look like gigantic spaceships, spinning spaceships. And they just keep getting bigger. And look at this. I mean, these are bigger than the county. This is a whole county, right? These counties are gigantic. They take a long time to drive through. Like from Spiritville to Dodge City isn't like 3 minutes. That's a big storm, right? And you can see it coming. Like you can be in Dodge City right now seeing this thing. It's crazy. And then if there's lightning underneath it, it's absolutely incredible. But they do look like actual spaceships coming at you. And you can just see them coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. And it's bizarre. If you've never seen it before, it looks frightening. And you all probably think, oh, there's a tornado in that. Because they all look like they do. But mostly it's just big rain shafts or just rain. You know, there are tornadoes, obviously, but they look like they do. And if you don't know what they are, they can be very scary looking. But most of the time, they're just really crazy thunderstorms. You just got to ride them out. You get used to it living there, though. That's for sure. And like, there's no trees. I mean, there are trees, but it's just flat, and there's just nothing but wind and dirt and these storms rolling across, and they look amazing because they're like blue and black and gray, and they're spinning colors, and you can see all these funnels and these different background changes, what time of day and night it is. And then you can see the dust, and and then you look over and it's like clear blue sky over here, but it's like crazy on this side, and it's just green like in a wheat field or whatever, or gold in the wheat field if it's green when it's not done yet, or soybeans. It looks so pretty. It's crazy. I'm just watching some of these. There's nothing out there but windmills and pumping units and farmers. It's a lot of farmland. But Dodge City's a pretty big town, and this storm's coming in on it. There's Dodge City right here. You know, it's got all the big town stuff. See, it's pretty big. Plus, it has Dodge City. Boot Hill. It's famous. So it's coming right here, right now by Sears. Right on Highway 50 and 400. That's a monster, man. I mean, that's coming like coming to eat you, like Pac-Man. Just gonna chomp down on Dodge City. Now this one down here, though, again, these things just keep building and building. Look, there's more. Boom, boom, boom. That one, that one, that one. So, but this right here is looking a little more. And this is going a little further. This might go toward liberal. Let's see what this is doing. Oh, sorry. Right in this area right here. I was looking at 3D just for fun. Just interesting to me. It tells you like how tall these storms are is incredible too. Getting stronger right here. I need a facelift. Right here. We be watching. All right, I'm going to leave it on this radar for just a minute, and I will be right back. All right. We have a tornado warning now. All right, we have a tornado warning now for Ford County, Dodge City, Kansas. This thing has really ramped up all of a sudden. By Ensign, look at this. Right there. Wow. That's south of Dodge City, southwest of Dodge City on Highway 56. That really did wrap up. Look at that. Wow. All right. All right, this is for northwestern Ford County and east central Gray County. In Kansas, it'll be near Dodge City at 7:05. 7:05 Dodge City. Wow. Look at this thing. Dodge City, you need to be in your tornado shelters. For sure. Moving right up 56. Oof. Oof. Look at this. This might be a pretty big tornado on the ground. A pretty decent size right there. Right southeast end. Wow. Holy crap, holy. Watch this. Whew. Wow. Look at that right there. All right. Wow. This thing's wrapping it up. By Sayre, Ensign, Highway 56 in Ford County, going towards 283, coming right up in on Dodge City. Right up in on you. Watch out. Yeah, we're going to be watching this one pretty closely. And I'm watching some storm chasers that are looking at this thing, and it's a spinner. They were a good group. Let's see what the velocity looks like. Whoo! It's like a hurricane. Look at that. My goodness. What's happening right here? I would probably say this thing's on the ground. Wrapped up in some rain. Wowzers. Boy, that escalated quickly. And that is heading right up into Dodge City. And this thing's getting bigger. So this thing is not playing around. Right, going right up Highway 56 near Sayre. Sayre, you're just getting engulfed by this like Pac-Man. It looks like somebody's eating the town of Sayre. Spinning right up here. Look at this. Right here. All right, this thing is continuing to look pretty crazy. You need to be in your shelters if you're in Sayre, if you're anywhere between 56, 400, 283, going up into Dodge City, South Dodge, Sears. The whole town of Dodge City needs to watch out. Will Roads Gardens. And that 56 junction right there. So you guys all need to be watching out for this storm is coming. Look at that right there. Look at this. Right here. This is heading up to Dodge City. Again, this is a tornado warning storm, and it's wrapping up. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Highway 56 going right up 56 from Ensign to Dodge City. Getting ready to cross 283, 400, going into South Dodge, Dodge City, Sayre, Will Roads Gardens. Y'all need to watch out. Look at this. I could eat it. I was like, look up here now. Look up here. It's starting to get strong. Is it starting to pull more in? Is that what's going to happen? Can get this bigger? It could stay wrapped up like this, or I feel like what it might do instead is this is going to start pulling in. It's going to occlude a little bit, and this is going to start pulling in. We're going to have a tornado right up here by Sayre. That's what I would think. I will be back in just a moment. I need to go get a drink. Be right back. back, and we are still watching this tornado warned storm in Kansas. We're going to keep our eye on that because that's the only tornado warned storm we have right now. And all right, there we go. I'm back. All right, so we have this tornado warning storm right here. We're going to look at the velocity, see what this thing's still doing. Maybe looking a little more broad, but we'll see. Maybe up here more times 56, heading into Dodge City though. Yeah, this thing is cruising right your way, right there. Probably something happening right here. All right, let's just see real quick where these are. All right, so we have a new thunderstorm warning for Barton. All right, so for Barton and Russell counties in Kansas for severe thunderstorms. 1-inch hail and 70-mile-an-hour winds. So these are considerable. These are going to be a wind threat. And what does it say for? These are 6 miles west of Millburger to Ash Valley. And these will impact Great Bend, Hoisington, Pawnee Rock, Albert, Olmutz, Millburger, Galatia, Sault-Ste., Great Bend Airport, Cheyenne Bottoms, and Odin. So these are going to be pretty severe, windy. You can see these line of storms coming in. So this is what they're talking about right here. So we'll be watching those. But this storm right here is our tornado warning storm. Dodge City, between 56 and 283, that whole part of Ford County. You guys need to be in your tornado shelters. Right there. I'm saying right here and right here, 2 places. And we'll see if I'm right. Oh, yeah. All right. Just north and south of 283, there's 2 spots of rotation, I think. I feel like this one's like whoop, 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 down, up, down, up. Look at this. Now I think it's more down here in this area. And then right here maybe. I don't know. This thing's cray-cray. All right, sorry about that. I was just doing some looking around. I had to take care of a little technical issue. So I got that fixed. So now we're still watching this tornado warning storm that is going down 283. Sorry about that. 283. And I would guess that you're probably going to say somewhere right in here is going to be the issue. Let's see if I'm right. Around here. Right there. Yep. So you see it right there. Right there. Continue to be in your safe zone. Dodge City, you're out of this tornado warning now. They narrowed it back. So this includes just going down 283 to 400, Willow Gardens, Wilrose, and there's just a bunch of farmers and stuff out here. So watch out there in Ford County. So we'll see what happens with this warning. We're going to keep our eye on this. But I am watching some live cam, probably like KDOT or something cameras. And it is windy as heck there on the highway. It must be like interstate camera. It's blowing and blowing and blowing the camera. So these are strong storms. It was really wobbling the camera. These are big, strong storms. Even if they don't produce a tornado, they're not good. Let's go check the other thunderstorm warnings that we have are all the way down here from Liberal, outside of the warning box or the watch box. All right, so from Liberal, same place. I mean, these things are moving so slow, so they just keep building up and building up. Look, more. Nothing in Oklahoma. Just right here. Hugoton again. And they're just going over the same places over and over. Montezuma, Dodge City, Cimarron, Spearville, Kinsley. And then they're slowly moving this way, right? So now they're in La Crosse, getting ready to go into Larned, getting ready to go into Great Bend, Hoisington, Albert, Odin, right? So they're getting ready to go into Sioux, and Beaver, Galatia. So Pawnee Rock, all these places, probably St. John. But also down here, these are going to keep going, whichever way they go to see, they'll just keep going over the same places, just a little farther south maybe, just over and over again. And then we had this one up here by Mankato, I think it was, if I remember right. Let's change to this radar. It's kind of far away. And this one is another thunderstorm warning here. And this one isn't too strong. It's by Concordia. And it's going up 36 towards Belleville, Scandia, Cuba, almost up into Nebraska. But the main ones that we're watching are down here in the Dodge City area, the tornado warning storm down here. We're still going to watch that. Yeah, that's starting to wrap it up. Wow, look at this. Right here. So now it's down here west of 283. Like this thing's all over the place. Boom, 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 boom. It just jumps around. Crazy. And then we're going like down here now. So this is all of Ford County. Just watch out because these things are like all over the place. Right? And this is headed towards Ford, so I would not be surprised. Well, we'll see what this does, but maybe Ford will be in the next warning. I'll just probably just keep moving up this way slowly. Boom, boom, boom. And I am going to take a short break. I'll be right back.